Yeah, here's some more up here in the kelp beds.
And now big rock.
Shut the rock. Shut the rock up. A lot of vegetation on it.
เขาเหลือตัวให้หรอก
Dạ.
เหลือตัวลูกบอลนะเนี่ย
Có.
ไอ้การแก้ชอบก้องนะ
Kiểu là chuột. Marble rock.
อากี้เดบิร์เอาแต่หันสึก
Rồi cho nó tồn nôn trẻ á, cho đẹp hơn nữa. Ô, giờ xỉu cho nó tồn nữa, giờ off này.
You see them right there, Ben?
Yeah, here's some right here.
I see you. Look,
Yeah, the one closest to us is the mother and the
right
baby.
there. Oh, the baby see you.
And they'll spin the boat around too.
Yeah, I took the picture. I don't know.
A baby, Emily.
Closing in.
A baby see you.
She's eating.
Oh,
Underwater, the willow whiskers. Yeah,
look, she's a baby.
and they're generally floating on their back. She has the baby.
Right there, look at baby. Baby and the mommy's coming.
Oh
Look
yeah.
it. It's on top of the boat. Mommy's coming. Emily, do you see it? Yeah, we'll go closer.
Get that dog. That. Yeah.